Okay, this is a 77 donor. I'm taking the engine out of it. The rest of it I will be parting out, and there's a lot of good stuff on here. The front forks look really good. This bike has 28,000 miles on it. The front forks look really good. They're nice and clean. Even the lowers are good and clean. I don't see any chips or anything like that. The front fender, it's got a mark, scuff here. You know, small wrinkle in it. But other than that, it looks real good. All the way to the back. It's nice and clean. The rims are in excellent shape. I have no use for them. Both front and back. I have not spun the front tire, but I have spun the rear tire at high speed, and it's nice and true. Obviously needs some cleaning, but I don't see any score marks on them or any real abuse on them at all. The rear fender is good, except there's 3 holes drilled here. I think he must have had a mud flap or something like that on it. But otherwise, it's a really good looking fender, as is the stoplight. It's a good looking stoplight. The exhaust I don't need. It's a Jardine slash cut. There's bluing on the headers. You can see up there. And then the mounts. You can see the rust on this one, and it's worse on the other side. Most of them looks good, but right here at the mounts looks pretty rough. You see this one's really quite nasty right there at the mount. And then, like I said, there's bluing on the headers. Let me start this up real quick so you can get a listen to the exhaust. The controls, I don't really need. I was going to keep them for spares. The one on the right everything appears to work on. The one on the left, the high beam, low beam, isn't working real good. And I don't have turn signals on this bike, so I can't check it. I mean, it's lighting up the indicator light, so I presume it's working internally. But the high beam, low beam switch, you got to finagle with it to get the high beam to work. So I don't think that's working properly. Horn does work. So I probably won't sell those. I'll probably keep those for now. But my biggest thing is I'm keeping the engine, I'm keeping the carbs, and probably the drive shaft are the biggest things I need. The 7-volt regulator was no good. I'll be keeping the regulator and the rectifier, because I'm going to convert my dresser back to the internal stator on this Evolution. Body panels are laying over there. They're covered with dust. I'll have to get those cleaned up and post those separately.